I met Trent Knoll at EDAW, the first landscape architecture I worked for out of college at the University of Wisconsin in Madison. EDAW was a prestigious company in the field of landscape architecture. The people who work there are all extraordinary designers. Trent was one of the extraordinary designers at EDAW. He was a family man, a husband to Bonnie, a father to 3 beautiful children, Haley, Hannah, and Elliot. He was a Christian who attended church every Sunday and spent his weekends doing extraordinary things with an extraordinary family. To me, he was not ordinary. Right from the start, he took me, just an ordinary person, under his wing. He taught me how to design from concept drawings all the way through construction details. He made comments on plans for me to pick up and was always open to questions that I had. He never lost his patience and always had a smile on his face. Trent showed me the ropes. He trusted me. He cared. I felt empowered by Trent. His guidance gave me confidence. Trent, to me, was extraordinary. Trent went above and beyond. He guided me spiritually by inviting me to his Bible study during lunch every Wednesday. He took me to important meetings, even ones with billionaires like Donald Bren, chairman of the Irvine Company. He invited me to movies, just like a friend would. And when he left EDAW, he even asked me to follow him to the new company. Of course I did, because to me, he was very extraordinary. But not everything was roses. There were times when I messed up, where I made mistakes, missed deadlines, forgot things that he had said, almost getting fired. There was this one time when I accidentally sent an email to the head engineer of the project saying how he was the worst engineer in all of Southern California. He was really bad though. Needless to say, Daniel Zumalin, the head engineer, called us and made a huge fuss about it. He wanted me fired. I was then called into a meeting with Trent. I knew I messed up big this time. I walked into the meeting with Trent, sat down, and just looked at him with the saddest puppy eyes.
Good work.
Trent looked at me in silence for what felt like an eternity. Then, suddenly, he bursted out laughing. I can't believe you did that. Surprised and confused, I asked him, does this mean I'm not fired? No, you're not fired, but you really have to be more careful. I know he's a terrible engineer, but there are other ways to tell him that. How extraordinary is Trent? The more I got to know Trent, the better friends we became. But at the same time, I started to realize, although Trent was so extraordinary, he was quite ordinary, just like me. He ate unhealthy foods, finger licking. His shirt often was untucked, and he didn't get along with everyone at work. But how can somebody so ordinary have such an extraordinary impact on somebody like me? How could his actions have contributed to the person I am today? Over the years, I've come to learn that I couldn't have reached my potential alone without Trent. We need mentors that believe in us, who are willing to invest their time and knowledge and wisdom. The mentor-protege museum relationship is based on mutual respect and commitment to growth. This relationship has taught me that true mentorship isn't about creating replicas. It's about nurturing each person's true potential and skills. Under Trent, I learned a valuable lesson, not only about landscape architecture, but about life. Things like how to be a good husband, how to be a father, a son, and even a friend. Trent Knoll, thank you for being a guiding star. Rest in peace. Just kidding, he's still alive. In closing, I want to leave you guys with this message. Mentorship is a powerful force that can transform lives. And each of us has the potential to be both a mentor and a protege. Whether you're seeking guidance or offering it, remember that these relationships are a two-way street built on trust, respect, and a commitment to growth. So I encourage you to all embrace mentorship in your lives, whether as mentors or proteges. Seek out those that inspire you and be open to those who look up to you. Together, we can create a world where mentorship becomes a cornerstone of personal and professional growth. Thanks for your time. Toastmasters.